Oh my. Welcome everybody to Friday, August the 19th, 2022. It's option expiry day today. And oh man, are we going to be in for some fun today? We are lower in the pre markets. We are lower on our favorites. We will have options falling off the table in value here and there. And some of you, if you are quick-footed, might be doing a number of trades today. Depends on just what you're after and how you like trading contracts. Some of you who are, who love to day trade contracts, you could be active today. We'll see how this all plays out. Man, got the Dow off 246 points. I've got S&P down 39, Nasdaq down 141 right now. The Nasdaq is off 1.04%, the S&P 0.91, and the Dow is approaching 0.75% in a drop. This is more than yesterday and the day before. It is much more intense. We are getting more and more talk now about the fact that the rally that we had after we hit the lows in June were a classic bear market rally, which means you get a bounce back and then you go lower. These aren't bear market rallies where you go up 17%, drop 5%, and then go higher again. No, we're not in a bear market. We're in a bull market. We're still in a bear market, right? Not in a bull. So we theoretically could see the market sort of waver a bit, which I think we've had the last couple of days. We've been wavering, and then profit taking start to come in. Not necessarily a 2,000 point drop in one day or in 2 days. It's kind of like a 2-week cycle where we sort of top out, and then we dip a little, we come up a little, we dip a little. But you'll see this as you spread the chart out over a week or 2 or 3. You'll notice how after a while you see the June numbers down here, and then the rally came up, and then it topped out, and then it backed off, and then went lower. The U.S. economy statistics are not good. China economic statistics are terrible. European numbers are not good either. UK numbers falling to pieces everywhere. We are noticing interest rates rising right now on treasuries all over the place. The 10-year U.S. Treasury is approaching 3%. We were sitting at 2.7 just a little while ago, a couple days ago. The German rate now is back to 1.22. It was 0.85. That is backing up. And we're also noticing currencies falling. The euro is approaching parity with the US dollar again. The British pound is down to 118.26. Definitely backing off. We're seeing currencies probably going lower than they were a few months ago, like hitting new lows, and that is really what's happening. I'm noticing here on the British pound, back on the 14th of July, we're at 118.25, and we're at 118.30 right now. We're right there, back to the lows of the summer, and we're about to go, I think, lower the way this is going. Obviously, the Federal Reserve in the U.S. has been attempting to tell the markets, if they would only listen, that interest rates will be going higher. There is no way that the interest rates are not going to go higher from here. Inflation has not been tamed in any real way. There's been the odd half a point here, kind of, because of gasoline. It's down a bit. Yeah, it's better, but the inflation rate has to be really hit hard, and that means higher rates. I think the Fed will go 0.75 percentage point coming up in September, and we could see another 0.5 to 0.75 before the end of the year. So look for that, which means a lower stock market between now and the end of the year than we had in June. Keep in mind also that 3 or 4 stocks have made up a third of the gains. Our friends at Apple and Tesla and a few other high flyers. This is where the power has come from. we get any kind of pullback on Apple, and I'm expecting one, not a crash, just a pullback, maybe $15, $18 a share, that will bring the market a good ways back to where we were, and then deterioration elsewhere will take it further. Any stock trading over 30 times earnings is suspect to getting hit. Anyone. So if you're trading at 30, 33, 35, 50 times earnings or more, these are the ones that are going to get hurt the worst, the most. All right. Now back to our neighborhood. What we love to talk about here, GameStop, 33.80 right now is the price of GameStop, down $4.13 as we speak. AMC 1764, down $1.65 after losing yesterday 207 this morning. This is the stock market rendering its decision to the AMC management about the idea of splitting your stock 2-for-1 without raising a dime of cash. This market is not impressed. You can talk the talk and speculate about mother of all short squeezing. You can do all that, all you want. But with 516 million shares out now and another 516 million coming out Monday, this stock is down. It's down from $26 a week ago to $17.49 or going even lower. Sorry, but that is not me making my decision. That's the market telling us what's going on. So those of you out there who are, AMC fans, I'm sorry, but the market is just not buying into the good times. There was a run last week. I admit it ran up. It came from $10 to 12 to 14. The announcement came out. Their earnings came out. They announced the dividend. They got it to 18 to 20, ran up to 27, and now 17.42. And we could go lower. We could. Okay. Bed Bath & Beyond. My gosh. Bed Bath & Beyond. It's all over. I'm sorry that if there are any people out there who actually think that Bed Bath & Beyond could go higher from here, back to $30 a share, theoretically, I guess it could happen with enough stock manipulation, but I don't see stock manipulation coming into this now. The upside of this stock, by the way, Bed Bath & Beyond is 1066, down 787 in the pre-market right at the moment, and we lost 450 yesterday to drop to 1855. The Bed Bath & Beyond story has been imploded because with Ryan Cohen out, this company has just lost an army of followers who are going to follow this stock minute by minute, penny by penny, announcement by announcement. What may have happened here, and again, I'm speculating because no one's going to tell you, and think about it this way. If you're on the wrong side of this story, are you going to brag about how wrong you were? No. So Ryan Cohen came in March, bought a bunch of stock up, and came to the directors and the management of the company and said, hey, you guys have got to do something. And I have an idea or two. Others have tried to make deals with these guys to no avail. Now he comes up to him and says, all right, look, I have a bit of a track record here. I did my thing with Chewy. Like it or hate it, what I did with Chewy, I did, and it turned into a lot of money. And Chewy now is a totally different company with a totally different direction. Fine. Then I stepped into GameStop, and I took that company from just being beat up by the institutional players, all these hedge funds. I saved the company from those guys, and I amassed an army of followers, loyal retail trading followers who are investors into this company. Sure, this stock has turned over 1 million times and all that, but at the end of the day, GameStop is well held by an army of investors. I'm coming into your company and I'm saying, look, with some changes, you guys can build street cred with your suppliers. You'll build street credibility, a lot of credibility with your landlords. We can, together we can make this company a lot better than it's perceived to be right now. And the initial reaction seemed to be positive. Yeah, we'll talk to you, blah, blah, blah. We'll give you some seats on the board of directors, yada, yada, yada. And I'm here going, okay, great. This is fantastic. Cohen is coming in into the teens. He bought into the stock. And if they go with this guy, if they listen to him, if they follow him, it could be that between $20 a share and more, he might be able to raise them some cash, which they could really use right now as a sign of strength to their suppliers, landlords, employees, everybody else. And then in the last 2 weeks, the shares have traded just unbelievable volumes, 250 million a day and more. And in that unbelievable explosion of activity, there were opportunities here where the company could have done some kind of an issuance through the street. They could have found a way to make something happen, and they didn't do a damn thing, and they raised nothing. And I'm sitting here going, guys, if you're not going to take advantage of this army that have been waiting now for 5 months, these investors have been waiting 5 months for something, a sign, give us a. You're not going to sell into the street strength, into this huge volume that's going on. You could have sold a whole ton of stock, raised hundreds of millions of dollars, 200, 400, 600. Some people will say, no way, Bruce, there's no way they could have done it. Derek, got your PayPal donation. Send me the list of classes you want, buddy. These investors have been waiting now for 5 months for the company to come out to the street and try to sell some stock. And it's possible. You may have heard it, or there are rumors out there that the insiders of the company didn't believe it, or maybe their Wall Street, the traditional Wall Street backers of Bed Bath & Beyond have told management, if you go the Ryan Cohen method, you're going to lose all the analysts of Wall Street. We're just going to walk away on you. We're not going to pay attention to you because your company will completely change out from what it is now, what it's been traditionally, which is a publicly traded company with institutional holders and some public shareholders. You'll shift over to pure retail investors only, and institutions might take a hike because you're diluting your shares, you're diluting how many shares are out there. Yeah, you've raised some cash, but Wall Street might say too many shares out, we're not so interested. So it seems to me what might have happened is that Bed Bath & Beyond listened to the Wall Street crowd and decided we're going to go with the Wall Street guys instead. But they don't have anything in the Wall Street from the Wall Street guys. There is no rumor deal coming. They can't issue any bonds. They can't issue any notes. They're junk. They're losing all kinds of money. Their stores are in trouble. Their suppliers are like nervous as heck, and their landlords have got to be panicking, going, will these guys be able to pay the rent? Will they shut their doors after December? They'll do a Christmas blowout, like Christmas, December, January, and then shut their doors in February and they're gone, or they're going to close half their stores. What's going to happen? There could have been store closures with the Ryan Cohen method too. Could have. In any event, they chose this path versus this path. So the shares were $30 a share a couple of days ago, and they're now sitting at $10.60 a share today. Why would anyone want to buy this stock next week if they're going to try to, how are they going to raise money? How are they raising money from any investor anywhere? I don't see a pension fund coming up to them and going, oh yeah, we'll invest 500 million into your company over the next 10 years. No problem at all. They don't think like that. They don't do that. They're not speculators. Pension funds invest in solid dividend producing guaranteed interest paying outfits. They don't take chances. They can't. They have pensioners to look after. So you're down to the hedge funds. Hedge funds are ruthless. Hedge funds are murderers. Hedge funds look for the deal, and they should. Hedge funds are supposed to be ruthless. That is why they are doing what they are doing. They find opportunities and make it work for them. They're not there to be nice. They're there to make money. And right now, you can't make money on Bed Bath & Beyond buying the common stock and throwing dough in there. These guys are bleeding like crazy. The BBBY people who run and control the company were not interested in letting it go to the Ryan Cohen people, like GameStop ended up doing. The GameStop insiders and former executives realized we don't have the votes. We don't own the stock personally. Ryan Cohen is our single largest shareholder, and he has an army of people that own 80% of the stock. Whatever he says, they'll vote with him. So we're gone. And they got that. They figured that out. And so the GameStop people voluntarily moved on. They were either bought out, shown the door, or they voluntarily walked out the door with some serious coin, including Sherman and a few others who are just sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars in their personal possession from the GameStop shareholders, courtesy of the GameStop shareholders, and courtesy of Ryan Cohen and his army. Over at BBBY, I suspect that the folks who are running BBBY don't have any stock either, but they want the perks of the job, and they weren't prepared to give it up. And they were thinking their old school ways that we're going to restore BBBY to what it once was. And they are missing the boat. I'm sorry to say, but the ship has left the port. The old days are gone, and they may well be in a whole bunch of big box retail type locations across US and Canada, sure. But I got to tell you, folks, the customers they used to make money on, the diehard core clientele that they made their money on 20 years ago, at that time were 35 to 55-year-old women. Those women now are 55 to 75. And in 10 years, they're 65 to 85. What am I telling you? Their clientele is shrinking because of time, and their buying patterns have changed. And this is life. This is nothing personal against BBBY. This is the world at large. Boomers, baby boomers like me and the women of my generation, they're aging out, and they're not going to be able to run to BBBY at a moment's notice all the time to pick up stuff. They don't do that anymore. They order online now. The COVID virus, the virus has totally taken half the customers off the streets for BBBY, and they only order online now. They don't order through BBBY. They order through Amazon. They order through other services. BBBY was not an e-commerce monster on top of being a retailer. They were a retailer only, and they didn't develop a serious online presence, e-commerce presence. Cohen is saying, guys, we got to take you onto the internet. You got to become one of these. Look what I'm doing at GameStop. We've taken GameStop's little tiny e-commerce division from 3 years ago to what it is now. GameStop's e-commerce thing is growing dramatically, and he's throwing money at it, and inventory at it, and selection at it, and it's having its effect. Didn't happen. That should have been done 15 years ago over at BBBY, and it wasn't. And so now Cohen has walked out, and so they have left. They have ignored or have decided to turn away from the army of investors that could have come in here. And BBBY could have added 50,000 new shareholders to their ownership. They would have funded these guys with $500 million to $1 billion in cash. They would have paid off their debts, and they'd be in a strong economic position to now shift into the next level that they have to shift into. Right now, they got nothing. They got jack squat, and they got their stock at $10. It's a miracle it's even holding that. And now the question is on everyone's mind, not how high will Bed Bath & Beyond shares go, how low will Bed Bath & Beyond shares actually go? That's the real question that's going to be asked over the next several weeks. It's a sad story, and it's a realistic story. It is today's world in which we live. It is brutal. It is ruthless. And if you thought that Ryan Cohen was driving a hard deal, wait till these guys have to only talk to hedge funds for survival. And boy, are those discussions going to be ugly. Oh, man. And shareholders are going to get the short end of the stick. That's the end game. Because prior to this, with Ryan Cohen involved, shareholders were going to save the company. And now shareholders are going to walk away and not help the company in any way, shape, or form. And most of Cohen's people have already left town, have gone elsewhere. That's the deal right there. Oh, unbelievable. So sad. And a quality brand name, a quality retail name that is now going to go into the death throes. And I just don't know if they'll be around in the next 6 months. Christmas, they'll be around for Christmas. But by February, March of next year, it could be all over. Liquidations and final store closures and layoffs and fixtures for sale. It just ugly, ugly days ahead. Unless a miracle is happening. Is there a miracle? I don't know of one. We'll see. GameStop 3470. Kids, look for this market to possibly dip, possibly not. It's down 323 right now. It's been down to 33 something. GameStop has come off over $10 a share from just in the last week, not even a week. That's a $40 drop pre-split, just to kind of put it in perspective. And we haven't had 2 million share days pre-split, 3 million share days, but 1 or 2. There has been zero volume on this stock. It's a Ryan Cohen company, yeah. But the shareholders of GameStop are watching what happened at BBBY and are asking themselves in the back of their mind, well, what would happen if he sold out of GameStop? What would happen if Ryan Cohen walked away from GameStop and just decided to become a recluse and just become an investor of other stuff, but not be an active manager anymore? What if he has had enough? What would happen to GameStop then? Make you wonder. Well, we're off 313 today. Not that anything bad is happening there, but we're off 313. We could be down to 32 today. We could, but we might be back to 38 later today too. So I say to all of you out there who have written option contracts, take a look at this market. Take a look at where your options closed at last night, and extrapolate in your mind. What if the shares were to trade at $33, $32, $31? Where would your contracts trade when we open for trading with those kinds of prices? And the way to figure it out is to look at the option chain for your contracts that expire this week, next week, the weekend, whenever they expire, and look at the options around your options that expire at the same time. So if you've written 38s and you want to know what you're going to open up at, looking at a $3 drop on the market so far, take a look at contracts that were $3 further out of the money last night. Where were they trading at last night? What was the bid ask? What was the last trade? To give you an idea of where your contracts are likely to open this morning. Then think ahead beyond that and say, well, if the shares drop another couple of bucks from here to $32, what would my contracts trade at then? We'll look at a contract that's $5 out from where we closed at last night to give you a general idea of where we're going at. If the contracts die today or next Friday, your contracts are losing time value as well as this drop in value on the stock. So you've got to add a little more to that. Some of you out there, and I would recommend you seriously consider this, put in stink bids, put in buy orders to buy back your calls at these low levels that you have calculated out, and make it a round. Don't make it a nice round number, make it an odd number. So if you're thinking of buying back a call that you sold at one level and you can now buy it back several dollars lower, nicely lower, don't put in an order at, say, $2. Put an order in at $2.01. Don't put an order in to buy at $150. Put an order at $151. Don't put a buy order in at $175. Put an order in at $176. You've got to be a penny ahead of all those other people trying to get that nice round number, because people keep blowing it when they try to buy and when they sell. They sell at nice round numbers and don't get filled. They try to buy at nice round numbers, don't get filled, and then they get upset and they put in market buy orders and they pay too much. Put in stink bids just ahead of those nice round numbers to try to buy back your calls at a price that's comfortable for you. You don't have to buy back today. You can wait till Monday or Tuesday. Yes, it's not a panic. I don't see the shares going to $45 today. There's no reason for GameStop shares to take off because of this incredible move on BBBY or AMC. AMC and BBBY have set the table for GameStop speculators to walk away, because that's what we had happen last week when BBBY began to trade heavily every day, ran up to 30 twice. That brought in speculators on GameStop starting at around 38, 38 and a half, $39, and it ran GameStop to 45 bucks a few days ago. Those folks are walking away from that trade. They got the hell out because they saw Bed Bath & Beyond crash. They got out of GameStop as well. They're taking their chips and want to place somewhere else. Day traders have no loyalty and no patience for stocks to hopefully come back someday. They get out and they move wherever the action is because they're in for a nickel, in for a dime. That's it. They'll buy 1,000 shares and a dime later they'll sell those 1,000 shares. They're in and out 20 times a day if they can do it. And they end up making a dime 20 times in a row over a full day's trading or more. And they have no loyalty to the cause. They're also shorters, short-time shorters, where they'll short it and a dime later, dime lower, they'll buy it back. They're in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's where the volume comes from. We never got the big volume on GameStop, but we did see it on BBBY. On AMC, there was rampant speculation about this dividend play up until 3 days ago. And then it ended instantly because the street began to figure it out. There's no new money coming into the treasury of AMC at all. And so the share's now $18.05, and we could go lower yet. All right, so there we are. We're going to open up in 33 minutes and see what happens here. The Dow's off 217, S&P down 36, NASDAQ down 139. Interest rates are definitely going higher next month. There will be no mercy there. The thinking now, more analysts are coming out consistently and are saying not only are interest rates going to go up higher, they're going to go higher than we thought they were going to go. They're not going to go to just the 2.5% to 3% or 3.25%. They could go to 4.5% to 5% on the Fed funds rate. That upsets everything. That just screws up all kinds of speculators and their hopes and dreams and aspirations. And it's going to really screw up a number of companies out there who are in trouble financially, who need to go to the bond market to raise cash, issuing junk bonds. The cruise lines, airlines, certain hotel chains, definitely retailers that are caught. These folks are going to have to go to the bond market where they thought they could go to the bond market and borrow money at 6 to 7%, kind of a junk bond rate. All of a sudden, they're looking at 10 to 12% bond rate and more. This is nasty. And this is going to make it really difficult to make this work because a retailer has got thin margins as it is. Now you add on these added banking fees, these interest rate fees, on top of an inflationary environment and a supply chain that's screwed up everywhere. These guys can't predict a damn thing. They can't predict when their merchandise is coming in, what it'll cost to get it in on shipping, what it's going to run to get it when they get it. They don't know what the currency rates are going to be between US dollar and their home currencies. And they don't know what the customer wants, because the customer is you guys. And you guys are sitting back going, well, I'm not going to go crazy buying all kinds of stuff for Christmas this year. I might get laid off. My brother-in-law got laid off, or a friend of mine at the office got laid off, furloughed. And I'm hearing there are all kinds of companies that are doing layoffs and cutbacks, and no one's hiring right now. I'm going to hold my chips a little closer to me. That's what we all do. Retailers are screwed every way this Sunday. Folks over at Target, at Bed Bath Beyond, we're just talking about it. you name the retailer. These folks are sitting there going, what's our electricity cost going to be in the next 6 months? Take a look at the electricity costs that we've paid in the last 3 to 6 months. What are they going to be for the next 3 months? We're not going back to 2018 electricity prices. They're going to be higher. What about the cost of taxes from our municipalities? These municipalities are just getting crushed with expenses that they weren't expecting. This is an area that is changing everything. Yesterday, I saw firsthand at my Costco store, I saw a disaster unfold. I went to the food area there to order something up. I wanted to get some of those chicken wings that we have here in Canada. You don't know this in the US, you poor Americans. You never had chicken wings offered to you. You've had chicken fingers maybe, but up here we have chicken fingers and fries. We have poutine, and we also had chicken wings for the last couple of years offered. Showed up yesterday, no more chicken wings offered. It's off the menu. They've discontinued the chicken wings. Costco, this stock is $500 something a share. It's trading at 50 times earnings. Costco is not offering all of a sudden chicken wings. Yeah, they've discontinued the item, and it's simple. They used to offer me 10 pieces of Costco chicken for like $4.99, $5.49 Canadian. The last time I bought these chickens, last week, I paid $8.99 for 10 pieces of chicken, 10 chicken wings, 90 cents each at Costco. They pulled it off the menu because I think what they were looking at is they would have to charge $11 for 10 pieces of chicken, and it's just not working. They were offering 40 pieces, like you could buy the big amount for a lower price. Not working. It's not paying. The cost of electricity to keep the fryers going, and the cost of the raw materials, the food itself, and the cost of labor, you add it all up, and Costco's going, we can't make any money on chicken wings. We'll keep offering the hot dog for $1.50, which they are, but they're pulling items off of their food court. And this is a high volume place. We're talking Costco volumes of epic proportions. If you are a Costco member, you know that now you want to order food at Costco. There might be one cash register left in the food court area that you can actually line up at and pay for an order. Now what you do is you go to a counter first with your debit card or credit card, and you order your food items with a computer terminal, pay with your debit card, get a piece of paper with your number on it, and stand around and wait for someone to yell your number out to give you your food. I hate it. I absolutely despise it because now they don't have these stations anymore where you can go and get the relish and the onions and the mustard and the thing. You now get these little packets, and you have to remember to get this when you're hurrying, number 54, number 55, number 50. You got people jostling all around you to try to pick up this stuff. And then you got to get a fork and a knife and a straw and a thing. And it's not a pleasurable experience whatsoever. The only pleasurable experience is the price. It's a good deal on most of their foods. But now they're beginning to eliminate foods. Even Costco. The thing, too, I noticed is there were 20 people waiting for their number to be called, and that kiosk where you order was constantly having people buzzing all around it to enter their orders. They are just cranking the food through Costco. And even that kind of a volume seller is cutting back. And there's a sign of what is happening. Bed Bath & Beyond hasn't got a chance. Bed Bath & Beyond has not got a chance. Have you been in one lately? There used to be 10 people in line all the time for 3 cash registers. Now there's 1 or 2 cash registers, 1 or 2 people in line. They're done for. They've said goodbye to Ryan Cohen. They said goodbye to their existence, unless I don't know something that is big, huge, wonderful. I don't think so. Anyway, we'll watch for that. Welcome all of you this morning to the rant. A chicken bake price raised. I had a chicken bake at the Costco last January. It was awful. It was different. They used a different brand I haven't bought it since. They don't do it in Canada, by the way. They don't do chicken bakes up here. But the last chicken bake I had in the USA, stayed away from it and wouldn't reorder it. I'm now down to the pepperoni pizza and the hot dog in the US. Here in Canada, it's the poutine, the chicken strips with fries and a side of gravy, and the hot dog and the pizza. But the chicken wings are gone, unfortunately. Yeah, things have changed, and that menu is getting smaller and smaller and smaller at Costco. Only pepperoni and cheese. That's all the pizza they got now. There you go. Anyway, thank you, everybody, to be here. It's great to see you. Yeah, JJ, Uncle Bruce, I agree. Costco changed food concession to self-serve order entry is the pits. It's awful. It's awful. It's great for the company. For Costco, it's great. They don't handle cash. They don't have 6 tills anymore, like 6 cash registers. They don't have 6 people standing there and taking your money and then getting you your stuff. They have one person who's a yeller, the person who yells out the number. They have the staff behind the person who's scrambling between the fryers and the hot dogs and the ice cream machine to keep everything going. But it's complete mayhem, and it is not enjoyable. And if you're a mom and a dad and you got 3 kids, oh, is it a nightmare? An absolute nightmare, because they've also reduced the number of tables available because of the pandemic. They used to have 30 tables to sit at. Now they got 6. Complete disaster. It is really disappointing. And I can see where more and more parents are going, we're not going to order food at Costco. We're going to get our stuff, get out of there, and we'll go through a drive-through at Wendy's or McDonald's or something else, because we can keep those damn kids in their seats, belted in, and we'll order it from a drive-through and we'll take it home and we'll eat at home. But with the Costco, there's no drive-through. You're on the spot, and there's nothing worse than trying to hold a slice of pizza, a hot dog, to an empty cup in your arm, and then you got the fork, the knife, and the napkins, and you're looking for a place to sit, and it's a disaster. What can I say? Anyway, there you have it. Yep. You're braver than me at Costco. It's soft serve ice cream only. The other day, 3 days ago, Jen and I were at our Costco in the northwest part of town for 3 weeks now. For 3 weeks, their ice cream machine has been out of order. It's still out of order. They need a part. Guess what? They can't get the part. Why? Because of the supply chain problems. These guys are losing, I am guessing, $5,000 a day in business without that ice cream machine sitting there and running. They could have, in 3 weeks, this is $100,000 in sales. They could have bought a new machine, just bought another one and throw this thing in the garbage. I don't know what they're doing up there. I don't get it. How do you kiss off $5,000, $3,000 a day in sales? How do you do that? As a retailer myself, no damn way would that be a possibility. There's no way. Anyway, what can I say? It's crazy. What can I say? Good morning, everybody. Welcome all. Thank you for the thumbs ups this morning, everyone. Appreciate that. We have 119 and counting. If you're able to throw a thumbs ups our way, please do so. We love talking about Costco and Die Hard movies and knee emojis and everything else. Going to be a busy one for us today. Option expiry date, 22 minutes to go, and then we're done. What is going to happen? How much is a serving? That's right, Dan. You can buy a cup of a sundae at Costco. It's like $2.89 up here. It's almost $3 per. They're cranking them out. Like, you cannot believe how many they move through. They got the ice cream cones, like the waffle cones up here. We have the cups, the sundaes, just like in the States. Easily 5,000 a day is being lost. Easily. A couple of thousand servings a day not being done. I cannot believe 3 weeks in the middle of the summer. I mean, the machine is down in January. Yeah, I will get through it. The machine is down in July and August. What are you, nuts? What are you, an idiot? No. Buy another machine. I don't care where you get it from. Fly one in here from Baltimore. I don't care what you got to do. Get this thing up here. 100,000 in lost sales from an ice cream machine. What are you, nuts? This is not good. As a member, I'm offended. I don't want to have to pay $10 more for a membership because you guys didn't do this. These ice creams are compensating for that 150 hot dog, and now you're not getting that. I'm not impressed. Sheba, thank you for the number 129 or 119 thumbs up. Thank you. Dan Hammer, 1666 servings. Yikes. Yeah, serious. I mean, there's 4 people behind that counter, and that machine is running all the time from 10 in the morning till 8 at night, 9 at night. Again. It's unbelievable how much goes through that thing. Anyway, what kind of screw stocks? I'm selling ice cream. Baltimore, good vibes. What can I say? I don't know where those machines come from, but something is seriously wrong if you cannot get an ice cream machine fixed in 3 weeks in the middle of the summertime. Something's really wrong, and some manager is not managing. Maybe managers aren't managing. I don't know what the problem is, but there's problems. Unbelievable. Anyway, welcome to the party. Here we are. 19 minutes to go. 34.60 on GameStop at the moment. I'm showing AMC at 18.04. I've got Bed Bath Beyond at 11.78 as we come into the opening here. Some more fluctuations, I'm sure. I'm noticing Wayfair laid off 5% more of their staff. They were flying high during the pandemic. They were in trouble before the pandemic. Then they surged. Now they're dropping again. Rocket Lab was down 2 cents yesterday. It's down 20 cents this morning to 5.80. SoFi lost 20 cents yesterday. It's now down 15 more to 6.53. These are pre-market quotes. GameStop 34.75 down 3.18. AMC 113 lower at 18.17. Matterport lost 5 cents yesterday. It's down 13 right now to 5.08. 23andMe gained 8 yesterday, down 3.37 this morning to 3.81. A bargain again. Spire was up 5 cents yesterday. Down, it's up 5. It's up 2 now. So it was up 5 yesterday. It's up 2 more now to 155. ATIP lost 1.4 cents yesterday. It's up 4 cents now to almost 98 cents. SmartRent gained 8 yesterday. It's up a penny now to 3.79. Sextera lost 12 cents yesterday. It's up 40 cents this morning, back to $10 even. Apple lost 40 cents yesterday. It's up 140. It's down 147 more now. Goldman up 78 yesterday, down 114 this morning. Cisco up 271 yesterday, only up 4 cents this morning. It was a little lower this morning. Tesla was down 330 yesterday. It's down 1286 now to 895.75. ARC Innovations lost 53 cents yesterday to 47.50. We're down 133 more, down to 46.17. Microsoft lost 115 yesterday. It's down 303 this morning, down to 287. Bed Bath Beyond was 18.55 last night close. It's 11.63 at this instant. Pfizer lost 69 cents yesterday. It's up 3 cents this morning. HBQ gained 92 yesterday, down 145 this morning. Go figure. Carvana lost 176 yesterday, down 278 more, down to $45. Twitter lost 13 yesterday, is up 9 cents this morning. Google was up 54. It's down 135 this morning. Amazon was up 20 yesterday. It's down 206 this morning. And so we're seeing a sell-off come in here, especially on the higher PE multiple companies. It is definitely having an effect. It will continue, and I expect these markets to go lower than the June lows going forward. We're off 216 on the Dow, 36 points lower on S&P, 147 on NASDAQ, and crude oil down $1.14 to 89.36. That's what we've got going on with now 16 minutes to go before we start trading on this market. She was saying, dang it, I want ice cream now. Here we are. Chickens in short supply, bird flu decimated farms. Yeah, look at that. Holy macaroni. HBQ is dropping. Let's see. Bought back Ron, bought back my GameStop 34.50 expiry on Friday for 305 yesterday early. Oops, darn it, could have got it for lower. And all eyes on GCT, says A1 Contractors. Shiba went from taking yummy ice cream to delicious dips. There you go. Well, we're going to see how this all plays out here. 15 minutes to go, and see here see a headline: HP stock downgraded amid deteriorating PC demand and questions about office printing. Now, this could be. Let's see what stock we're talking about here. HP. Let's go. Okay, HP Incorporated stock may have a rough road ahead, but shares of another maker personal computers could fare better. Wells Fargo analyst Aaron Rakers downgraded HPQ to underweight from equal weight Friday. At the same time, he noted that Dell is one of his top picks. We think there is increasing scenario in which HP shares could see relative underperformance through the remainder of 2022 and into 2023. He wrote in a note to his clients. He added that he has a positive stance on the company's free cash flow potential, but he has broader macroeconomic concerns about the company. We think deteriorating PC demand and macro sensitivity in print could result in material downward revisions. He also noted that investors could continue to struggle with HP's expectation that printing in the office will return to about 80% of pre-COVID levels. Additionally, he worried that the pace of HP's buybacks could slow down as the company nears the completion of its $3.3 billion all-cash acquisition of Poly, a maker of workplace technology. That acquisition was announced in March. HP's were off more than 3% in early trading this morning. So that's the analyst's thought. Hey, everybody has their opinion. We'll see if this truly is what's going to happen. This is why we note on the pre-market here, we're looking at HPQ right now. I'm showing it at, where am I here? 33.90 down 133 so far this morning. Well, to me, I look at this as an opportunity for option traders to cash in, noting that calls will be lower to buy back. Thank you very much. Keep the change. And then you just write another call against it and keep right on going. I just don't see where there's any need to back off. I like it long term. But that is how this market rolls from time to time. But even downgrades can't hurt you because, downgrades are just an opinion from an analyst, and there's no guarantee that the downgrade will stick. Others will either agree or disagree, and we'll see what happens. Where are we now? The Dow off 207, S&P down 35, and NASDAQ down 145. And we're watching oil down $1.8950. Okay. What else is going on here? MG says, I've thrown about 5 HP copiers in the road and took a sledgehammer to them. Nick, I'm number 146. Thumbs up, Spruce. Let's make some moolah. I hear you there, buddy. Let's see what we can do. Business Insider's headline from Wing Commander: Microsoft insiders say there's a risk of an employee exodus to rivals like Amazon after being underwhelmed by long-promised raises. I will not be surprised about this. I think a lot of people are going to leave large organizations and go independent. They're not even going to go to a competitor. They're going to work from home as consultants. They'll turn right around, come back to their former employer and say, I'm available for 15 hours a week, 20 hours a week on a consulting contract. You can hire me on a retainer. My rate is $80 an hour, $100 an hour, $150 an hour, $200 an hour. And they're going to get it. Maybe not from their former employer, but they're going to get it. And all you need is 4 10-hour a week retainers. You got 40 hours of work at $120 an hour. And you're good to go. I see this as it's a wave that's already going on. Who cares says, I'm number 150. Good morning, everybody. Nick, my CSCO and Netflix short yesterday looking good today. Rock and roll, buddy. Rock and roll. We're watching these markets closely. We're going to see how it all starts off and where it leads. Cisco at the last report showing down 7 cents to 49.30. And I know that Nick has a short position at a higher price than that. Way to go, buddy. Making some money today. GameStop down 315, AMC down 128, and over at the Bed Bath & Beyond, we're at 1178, down 678 a share so far this morning. Most interesting turnaround and what's happening. 156 thumbs ups. Thanks, guys. Keep those thumbs ups coming. We're only 44 away from 200, and we've still got 10 minutes before we even open for trading. Hit those thumbs ups for me if you can, and bring in those artificial computers, those intelligence computers to push some more viewers our way. Susan shops about news today of a 20-year-old kid who made $120 million on Bbby Gme on a $25 million bet from family and friends. He had a large pool of funds for sure, but to make $100 million, well, you know, if you start with $25 million and you leverage it with options and stock on a stock that runs from $6 to 30, back to 23, back to 30 again, and then all the way back, sometimes you can make that happen. But boy, you're wrong. You're wrong. 25 million. Nick, I just got here. Why are the markets down in the pre-markets? I don't understand it. Nick, it is propped up market today and profit taking today. That's why. Coyote, Susan shops about, if you start with 25 million, I don't want to hear it. That's exactly it. I don't want to hear about a guy making $100 million when they start with 25 million. Yeah, I kind of want to hear someone making making 100,000 with only 5,000. I'd like to hear that story. What can I say? Juan, good morning all. AMC put's going to look good today. That's right, my friend. Juan, we're number 156 on the thumbs up meter. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that very much. Yes, folks, I am hoping that you guys who are sitting on put contracts for AMC start taking profits today on some of those contracts. I would love to see some money off the table so that the risk factor has just dropped dramatically come Monday. This is going to be a most interesting time, to say the least. We have 165 thumbs ups. Thank you, folks. 35 away from 200. Thank you, everybody, for getting me to 200 thumbs ups this quickly. If you can come through for me, hit that thumbs up button. Let us know what number you are. We thank you. Tiff, Susan shops. Don't you worry. The kid will lose it all with the next Wall Street bet gamble. He'll lose it eventually. Bill, making 100 million out of 25 million still takes balls the size of Texas. I'm with you, Bill. I don't poo-poo the trade. I commend him. Well done. Yeah. Just be careful now. Don't get too cocky out there. See how it goes. But of course, we all know, and you have to know, if you don't know, that one of these stories comes out every once in a while, but the millions of people who got burned on BBBY, who followed these Wall Street bets prognosticators and all of these Reddit predictors and all the other platforms out there, they were listening to the mother of all short squeezes. It's going to go to 100 a share, going to go to 500 a share. How many thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of investors lost a ton of money on Bed Bath & Beyond this last week and a half? Tons and tons. That's the sad part really about that. Okay. Nick, I really like the stories about the nomads that make money slowly by saying covered calls on green days. I love those stories. Ron, happy Friday, guys. Get that money. H. Gregory, 166 thumbs ups. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Keep those thumbs ups coming. 172 are here. We need 28 more to get to 200. Thank you guys for helping me out. 173 now. We're only 27 thumbs ups away from 200 today. Thank you all so very, very much. Those of you who've been taking advantage of the 4 for 3 deal, thank you all for doing that. I really appreciate it. It will help you immensely take the options classes that I've put up on my website, stockmarkets@bruce.ca. Head over there. You can get 4 for the price of 3. What you need to do, here's the deal. You need to send a donation to this PayPal address you see going across here, this one right here. Send $299.99 US to that address there. And then send me an email right here to brucefarman@hotmail.com. The links are down below for all this stuff. Send me an email. Say, Bruce, I've just sent you a donation for $299.99 US funds. Here are the 4 classes I would like to have for the price of 3. Whether you want 1, 2, 3, 4, or whether you want 6, 9, 11, 13, whichever of the 13 you want to buy them all, by all means, do the math. It'll run you about $9.99 something. I'll send you all 13 classes if you want to do them in one bulk purchase. You will save $300 on that deal. Thank you all very much for supporting this YouTuber. If you can learn how to write options, this market is for you. Do not fear the upside of this stock market. We've had a 17% rally from June's lows. Chump change. We're going lower, and option writers are going to make a lot of money for the rest of this year and next year. They make money all the time, and the more and more of these option writers are hanging out here all day long with us, or during my hours on the air, and you can find out, watch for yourself. They'll tell you what they're doing and how they're doing it, and the returns are real. And a number of people have been able to quit their day jobs and do option writing as a full-time gig, and I'm so proud of you guys. Way to go. Charlie C. Uncle Bruce, any opinions on DoorDash? Their option chain looks pretty good. Seems to be growing. Volatile company to run from. I'm not a fan of the company stock. I'm worried about their cash burn. They don't make money, and so I really would be not too eager to be involved with that. Jeff, if a lot of Wall Street Bet followers pump money into the market, eventually writing calls will be looking good. Yes, sir. Definitely. You're taking money from these people. There are billions to be had here. Splair, Tiff, can I send you here my Discord name? What are you doing through Uncle B? Hector, Uncle Bruce, I have some cash. What stocks are a good buy right now? Splair, MTTR. What do we got here? Food. Anyone know our RC's new address for the house? We'll be buying from BBBY, going to send him a rug as a gift. Richard Garland, yeah, $997.97 is the cost if you want all 13 classes. Richard ought to know. He picked them all up and saved himself $300. And I think this is an investment for Richard that will pay handsomely for the rest of his life, because you can watch the classes as many times as you want. They're about an hour and a half to 2 hours, 20 minutes each. He's going to pick up the subtleties of these markets. He's going to become very adept as an option writer, I think. And this $1,000 will be coming back at him quick and multiple times over, in my humble opinion. A number of folks here have taken all 13 classes, and they're still here. They never leave. There you go. What should you buy if you have some cash? Well, bargains. You look at bargains. Now, if you want to be an option writer, you're looking to buy stocks in 100-share increments so you can write calls, or you're looking to buy deep in the money calls on stocks that you like and write poor man covered calls. Take my classes to figure out how to do that. HBQ, Cisco, Pfizer, Apple, GameStop, whatever stock you like, you can buy deep in money calls and write calls on those for leverage and bring in some cash flow. There's some ideas right there. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I will jump into BBBY around $4 to $5 because there's going to be another kind of hedge fund manager that'll scoop up shares and announce that they'll make the stock pop. Well, again, Nick, it might be a while because the company said that by the end of the month they're going to make an announcement of some kind. So let's see what they say. Hi, Uncle B. If I'm Beach Boy, if I'm buying GameStop stock at my new platform, should I aim for a general offer, a stink bid? I was exercised at 30 with a $9.95 premium, so I'm smiling, looking to write again ASAP. Of course, you got a $9.99 premium on the pre-split, so I think you got a $2.50 premium on the post-split. So you got paid $32.50 is my hunch, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, look, the GameStop pre-market, we're opening in a minute. We're at $35 right now. Let's see what it does. Maybe 33, maybe 32, maybe 31. I don't know. We're just gonna see what this market wants to give us. Larry has rung the bells. We are open for trading, kids. Welcome all of you to the party. It's nice to have you here. Let's see where we really open up at this morning with this market and just see what it has in store for us. We've got a lot to watch, a lot to follow, and a lot to sort of watch as it irons itself out. It's going to take a few minutes to kind of get a handle on all of this. Boo, Nick, look at shorting Foot Locker, 25% pop this AM. Nick, hey, Uncle B, is there a price for BBBY that makes sense to take advantage of high price covered calls, maybe around 70? No. Avoid. I swear. Luckily, I had education today. Otherwise, I couldn't be online here now. Tiff, Spread, go to the ad server, bottom right. There you go. Tish the Dish. Uncle Bruce, how do the options market know at what prices to sell? Is it how active the stock is or how expensive it is? How do options market know prices to sell? It's law, supply, and demand. It's volatility factors, how volatile a stock is. That will determine pricing, how much time an option has left on it, how far in the money, out of the money it is. Trish, you've got classes to take, lots to learn here, but I'm glad you're here. DQ, thank you, Lair. Sell my house. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about writing a $7 or $7.50 call on SoFi out to January or so to get some good premiums? Is it worth to write out 3 or 4 months? Well, generally it can be. SoFi is 644 this morning, so you're out of the money. You can look into this, but keep in mind that if the shares have a good day, and they can have a good day, once we're out of the SoftBank guys, once those guys are gone, we'd be back to $8.50 a share, and you don't want to be sitting on in the money calls. You're going to have to do rollovers. So keep an eye on that stock for volatility on the upside, not just the downside. Let's see what happens. Michael Hunt says, Michael, when it goes, it can really go. And so I would say, no, I would not be doing that. There's, some thoughts. We'll see how it all, works out. We'll be here. SoftBank will eventually be gone. There's no doubt. The owner of Regal Cinemas is preparing to file for bankruptcy. That should be a warning across the bow for AMC if a competitor is already going under. Interesting comment there. I'll be reading more into that. Again, thank you, everybody, for being here today with us. Boy, it's great to have you here. Really appreciate it. We're going to go to members only on the chat now, now that we're into the market opening. Please become a member of this channel if you'd like to support us. We'd love to have you. We love new members and additional members of this family. Consider becoming a gold bagel member of this family if you can. We'd love to have you join us. Debbie, I'll get back to you after the show. I'll figure something out with you. Love to have you as members. Thank you for the 187 thumbs ups and counting. Keep them coming in, kids. Thank you so much for that. Welcome all to the party here. Eternal Rival, I sell weekly calls, less premium but less risk. Trish the Dish, yes, I've taken the first 2 classes a while back, going to pick up another couple shortly. Nick, Boo, awesome, thank you. I shorted 5,000 FL, average 39.76 Foot Locker. Sell my house, thanks Uncle B. And Michael, thumbs ups from Michael. Tiff, sell my house fast. Your HPQ cover call should look a lot better today. Tiff, crossing arms is a powerful technique. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Patience is the key to this market. Making money as an option writer. Bed Bath Beyond, 1062, down 793 from what I can gather at the moment. What it looks like right now. We've got the market off 161 on the Dow. We're down 26 on S&P. NASDAQ down 116. Oil down 56 cents. AMC 33 right now, down 96. GameStop at 35.46, down 247 at the moment. The high low on GameStop, we're just going to fresh it up here, 35.03 to 36.59. Look for lower lows. See if they're going to back off anymore. GameStop volume so far, 1.3 million at the moment, and we're dropping. Bed Bath Beyond volume right now, 25.9 million. AMC volume, 5.18 million, it appears. 35.70 on the GameStop. ME down 25 cents to 3.93. Matterport down 21 to $5. SoFi at 6.42, down 26. ATIP down a penny. Rocket Lab down 22 to 5.78. Smart Rent at 3.67, down 10. Spire down 3 to 150. Sextera down a quarter to 9.35. Tesla down $15, 893.50. Pfizer up 50 to 49.08. Boeing down 243 to 166. Apple down 89 cents to 173. HBQ down 107 to 34.16. Cisco down 8. SMH Fanuc Vectors down 380. IBM down 31. Microsoft down 165. Goldman down 334. Google down 120. Amazon down 170. Meta Platforms down 307. BlackBerry down 15. Royal Caribbean down $1.30. U.S. Steel down 50. Target down 120 again. JP Morgan down $1. Costco down $3. Walmart down 40 cents. Nvidia down $4. Disney down $1.30. American Airlines down 42 cents. Moderna down 96 cents to 149. We're watching markets back off everywhere as expected. We're looking for profit taking in this market. We haven't seen a big bunch of it yet, but the NASDAQ is the loser, down 1% on the index, 130 points. The Dow at the moment only down 0.39 of a percentage point, down 132. It's not going as far. AMC movie theater stocks fall on report of potential bankruptcy for Cineworld. Cineworld declaring bankruptcy. AMC down to 18.72, down 57 cents. And this is just a sign of what is happening. This is a headline on Barron's. AMC movie theater stocks fall on report. Cineworld plans to file for bankruptcy. The British cinema company, which owns Regal Cinemas, on Wednesday said that despite recovering attendance, admissions have stayed below expectations due to a limited slate of films to watch. It is now evaluating strategic options to generate liquidity and restructure its balance sheet. And this is why AMC is doing this pref deal. They're trying to find a way to raise money, but I don't know I don't know anyone that's going to issue money to buy AMC stock or prefs, especially when a company like Regal is going under at the same time. This is not good. It's in pretty rough shape. The theater chain business is not in good shape right now. All right, the Dow at the moment is off 149. We're off on S&P down 26, NASDAQ down 127. Let's see here. Bed Bath Beyond 1140 down 715. We've got AMC down 74. A GameStop at 3617 down 176. Right now, Andrew Fielder, I'm number 187 on the thumbs up meter. My AMC stink was hit at 549. Thank you. Nice sale on the put. Jeff, my 23 September 23 call is pumping. Way to go, BBBY. Sell my house fast over Marlboro. Tiff, yes, ma'am. All that hand wringing yesterday for nothing. Nick, will short FL more if it tops. Austin, hey, Uncle Bruce, do you know how AMC options are going to be affected after this whole new share thing, trying to decide if I should cash out on my 20 puts? The trick is you're going to have you're going to have a combination of calls and prefs in each contract. So put the two together, and that will be the price of your deal. So if the commons trade at 15 and the prefs trade at 5, it's a $20 price. Your contracts will be priced against that. I think you take profits on puts today if it wants to go lower. Right now, 1861. We've been lower than this. We'll see how this goes. DQ, Austin, they will be adjusted to include 100 shares of new pref units. There it is right there. Spicy GameStop going up. DQ, AMC equals standard option contract. AMC something equals contract 100 adjusted plus. It's complicated, but it's 1 for 1. Nick, covered Netflix short, made 1,555 profit. Nice going, Nick. Jeff, rinse and repeat. Spicy, I was close to my 80-cent stink bid on GameStop. We're not done yet. 35.56 GameStop dropping again. The low of the day, 35.03, and we're coming down again. 35.60. AMC at 18.40 down 89. Bed Bath Beyond 11.03 down 7.52, dropping again. If you have puts on Bed Bath & Beyond, take your money. If you've got puts on AMC, watch it drop here, take some money off the table. GameStop, look at your calls and see if you have opportunities to cash in here. If it continues to fall into the 34 range, 33 range, maybe might be a good day to buy back January calls and write October calls or September calls. This could be the day to bring the time frame back to you. Some opportunities here. Austin, think Smart Rent will make a recovery? I sure hope so. Jeff, 1685 profit today on BBBY. Thank you, everybody. Winners cash checks. Absolutely winners cash checks. 1103 on Bed Bath Beyond. AMC 1872. GameStop 3590 down 203. 3582. Also showing that range right now. All right. Down 170 on the Dow. That is a nothing burger yet. We'll see if we're going to get some selling today. We're going to find out soon enough if we really get some selling on the Dow here. Down 177. 23andMe at 376, a bargain. Matterport 499, it's a bargain. SoFi 639, that's a bargain, down 29. ATIP at 92 cents, pick it up. Rocket Lab 572, down 28, that's a bargain. Smart Rent 366, down 12, another bargain. Spire 149, down 4, a bargain. Sextera 925, it fluctuates between here and 1150 all the time. Down 35 cents right now. What can I say? Tesla down $16 to $8.92. Pfizer up 37 cents. Boeing down $3. Apple down $1.07. HPQ is only down 88 right now. Cisco down 4. Twitter down 25 cents. HD down 46 cents. Carvana down 275. Robinhood down 57. It's now under 10 again on Robinhood. Let's see. Vanik down 426. IBM up 20 cents. Microsoft down 250 now to 287.50. Goldman down $5. Google down 190. Amazon down 239. Meta down 430. These FANG stocks are getting hit. They should be. They had the big run up. They're getting profit taking now, and I'm waiting for it to infect the entire market. I just am. Sorry to say, but I am. What else is happening? If I am taking some profit on AMC puts, should I sell my October 20s or September 25s first? That's the question. Look, half of each. If you're up, you're up. And again, if the stock wants to back off from here, and it could, 1866 right now is where we're at. We've been as low as 1807. I think we can go below 18, but I can't guarantee it. But we are off, and the prospect does not look good. But hey, you got to decide for yourself what's a good profit to take and run with. If you take your money off the table now and the stock goes up to 20 and you buy puts again, you can play that game. But be careful here, because I don't condone going long this stuff. Build up cash to get into positions to write more contracts. Become a writer and go that direction. Not on AMC necessarily, but certainly on the GameStop, on others. for sure. All right, 11.10 on BBBY, down 7.45 TIFF. Looks like whoever bought me over last month is done buying. It looks like whoever bought me over. I'm not sure what that means. We're down 188 on the Dow again. Now looks like pushing 205 on the Dow. We're dropping again. We're dropping on S&P and NASDAQ. We're going lower. We got U.S. options open lower. The headline, as traders brace for volatility amid monthly options expiration. There you go. And TIFF 23andMe. What do we do? What do we do? Pick it up. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. 23andMe on sale. $3.74 down 43 cents. That is a bargain. No question about it. Matterport, $4.94, sitting on a mountain of money. Same with ME on a mountain of cash. What can I say? $18.56 now. AMC, we're dropping down 73 now. We're going lower again. GameStop, $35.29. We're dropping $35.19. We are falling back towards the low of the day on your GameStop here. Coming back. Bed Bath Beyond, $11.10. Nick, Pumpity Dumpity on FL, total short now, 10,000 shares. Splair, buy them. I changed 50 cents. What is it? A change on El Toro with 5-time leverage on BBBY from yesterday, where I was 40 cents in the rent. Now 138. That's a good gain for a little gamble. A little donation should be coming next week. Splair, just make money, buddy. Make money. Make it, and make it, buddy. Way to go. AMC, $18.56. GameStop, $35.29. Low of the day, $35.03 so far, okay? The Dow down 188. S&P down 38. NASDAQ down 187. Okay, alrighty. Boeing and Salesforce are leading the Dow lower at the moment, according to a headline. Pushing now 188 to 194 drop on the Dow. We're pushing a 200-point drop here just about. Okay, lots going on, just every direction you can imagine. Thank you for those of you taking advantage of the 4 for 3 deal on the classes to learn how to write options. Way to go. Splair is now making money writing options. We've got newbies coming in here every day, every week, learning how to write options, and this market is perfect for this. Jeff, nice moolah, says Nick. There you go. 11.10 on BBBY. It would appear volume is now approaching on Bed Bath Beyond 37 million, down 745. Wow. We've got hang on. We've got a 188 drop on the Dow. 73-cent drop on AMC to 18.56, and we're at 35.29 on GameStop, down 264 right now. Okay. Matterport off 26. ME down 43. SoFi down 30 to 638. ATIP down 1 penny. Rocket Lab down 29 to 571. SmartRent 346 down 32. Spire down a nickel, 147. Sextera down 35 to 925. Tesla down $18. And Boeing down $4. Apple down 82 cents. HPQ down 81. Cisco down 13. Amazon is off 280. Google down $2. Goldman down 460. Microsoft down 279. It's a red one, no question about it. The question is how red, how far? 1094 now on Bed Bath Beyond, down to 1090. Just dropped again. 1834 down 95 now on AMC. We're going lower. 3511 on GameStop. We're 8 cents away from the low of the day. We're going lower again. Okay. Austin, I bought back my SoFi 750 calls for September the 9th. I wrote them for 110. Bought them back for 15 cents. Nice gain and more cash for more shares. Absolutely. Austin, you're doing it absolutely perfectly. Splair, the trade on eToro was not an option trade, but I used the information from the previous 2 days shows. Still a good run thanks to options as well. Nice going, Splair, buddy. Way to go, pal. 1075 on Bed Bath & Beyond. 1835 down 94 on AMC. 3502. We hit a new low on GameStop. We just hit 3490. on GameStop on a quick dip here, 34.90. Another dip has been hit on GameStop. Down we go, 35.25 at the second with a 34.90 low trade. Amazing splatter. Just wanted to show the non-members this channel pays you in many ways if you listen and absorb. Right on, splatter. Thank you for that. 98-cent drop on AMC now. 35.27, 35.05 on GameStop. We just dropped again. 35.05 now. GameStop is coming in. Stock is coming in for sale right now. AMC down $1.09. 18.20 going lower. 10.70 on BBBY. The Dow down 190. More selling coming in. Thank you all very much for being here this morning. Keeping your eyes on your options. Nick, booyah, man. I am already in huge profit. We'll cover it when it gets up $3 at least. Wavy Gravy, Nick, what strike puts on FL are you in? I think he's shorting the stock. Straight stock short because he's got enough capital to do it. That's my hunch right there. We got a 34.94 market, 34.89 on GameStop. This is a new low, 34.89, new low of the day now. More selling is coming in on GameStop. We're down 3.04 a share. These calls are backing off. Those of you trying to buy back stock, you're looking to put in stink bits, maybe 33.06, 34.01. Just whatever dip you think it'll give you. Just keep an eye on it. 34.97, 34.93, the low of 34.89, 34.90 right now on GameStop shares. Down 219 on the Dow. We just had another sell wave come in. We're down 44 on S&P. NASDAQ down 206. So NASDAQ down 1.6%. S&P down 1%. The Dow down 0.7%. The Dow's only down half of what the NASDAQ is. So the Dow should be down 500 right now to match NASDAQ's drop. That's what's going on. 34.92 on GameStop. 34.92 to $35 right there. No puts, just regular shorts, says Nick. H. Gregory, I got these game shares in the 35s. Uncle Bruce, thanks for teaching us patience. You got it. Wavy Gravy. Oh, I see your comment now. Sorry. Susan, shops about Apple emergency alert, major security flaw affecting all iPhones, iPads, Macs, just announced on CNBC. So go to settings, hit software update, hit download and install all products high risk. We heard this also last night too. Jeff, the stock market is our friend even when it dumps. That's right. Even when it goes down, people on this channel make money. 1062 on Bed Bath and Beyond. The low of the day is 1060. We're at the low of the day on Bed Bath and Beyond right now. Volume 37 odd million. AMC 1805. The low of the day right here, right now on AMC down 124. This is the low of the day. GameStop 34.89, 34.88. This is the low of the day on 2.6 million on GameStop. So GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath Beyond are hitting lows of the day right now at the same time, and they're backing up. ME down 43, Matterport down 26, SoFi down 29, ATIP down 1.7 cents, Rocket Lab down 33, Smart Rent down 33, Spire down a nickel, Cyxtera down 34, Tesla down 19. We have IBM down 45, Microsoft down 340, Goldman down 5, Google down 217, Amazon down $3. Running into selling everywhere. Meta down 430, BlackBerry down 28, Royal Caribbean down 194. Okay, we're at 1064 on Bed Bath and Beyond. 1064. AMC 1806 down 124. GameStop 3505 after touching 34.89. 34.88 actually is the new low right there. The Dow is off over 200, 238 now on the Dow. We are falling into new low territory today, 0.71%. And NASDAQ down 204, 1.57%. Good morning. Olivia says 197 thumbs ups. Thank you, Olivia. Nick, we should form a mini group of shorting. Send email to Uncle Bruce when we can form the group and make mucho moolah together. Spicy. I got out at 85. Jeff, way to go, Spicy. Jeff, so on a poor mind covered call, the long call is losing value due to time decay. Does the gain shorting calls make up for that? When does a person dump for a long call? Jeff, if you take my class, you'll find out what the 90-10 rule is all about to minimize decay on your long call. That's the secret to a good option writing campaign. Head for the classes, buddy. You got to get over there. Spicy. Now I have a 36 that expires today. A fast money grab, says Spicy. Wavy, I hope to get to buy more SoFi under $6. Flair, I agree. A shorter group would be juicy. Yeah, we won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. Dow Jones off 270 points. We are really getting hit here. Finally, we're now running into some selling as I was expecting. Now 270 on the Dow drop, 46 on S&P, 208 on NASDAQ. Oil is up 4 cents to 90.59, trying a little recovery. Let's see. Okay, thanks, Uncle B, says Jeff. Jeff, oh, yes, how do I sign up for a one-on-one? Send me a private email to my email address right here. And just let me know you want to do a one-on-one. I'll send you some times that are available. I might have one for, I know I have one for next week for sure on the weekend. I have next weekend times. But let me know. Just send me an email privately, and then I'll set something up, okay? I'll let you in on that after the shows are over. Let's see. Where are we at now? We're down 791 on Bed Bath Beyond to 1064. 1815 down 114 on AMC. The Dow down 282. GameStop 3505 down 288 right now. ME 370, Matterport 493, SoFi 636. That's where we're at right now. Dave, the Mac guy, IROC has made naked shorting illegal. Tiff, Uncle Bruce, any guesses on how long the selling will continue? Jeff, K, thank you very much. You got it, Jeff. Selling, you got to be more specific. Selling in what? The whole market? One stock? What, Tiff? Help me. How long will the sky be blue? Okay. Let's see. Thank you, everybody. We're down 268 on the Dow, 1072 on BlackBerry, Bed Bath Beyond. We're at 1072. Sorry, 1815 on AMC and GameStop 3510 right now. Okay. I'm busy. Are you busy? I'm busy. We got a lot to watch here, a lot to follow, a lot to stay on top of. Selling of our SPACs. How long will the selling of the SPACs keep going? Yeah, I don't know. Ask all the shareholders of these SPACs, what are they thinking? What are they thinking selling down here? Why? You got companies with 300, 400, 500 million cash, no debt, and you're selling their stock at their lows? What are you, out of your mind? Yes, they are. Tiff, you've just got to be strong backboned about it and say, screw you guys. You guys getting out? I'm getting in. You guys can't handle the heat? Fine. Get out of the kitchen. I'm going long. There you have it. What is this here? Forever? Yes, that blueness will be around a long time. Kind of looking forward to having a one-on-one with Jeff. This is going to be kind of fun. Looking forward to it. Oh, my gosh. 1078 on BBBY. Down 777. Those aren't lucky sevens today. Dow Jones down 246. Man, oh man, what a day. AMC 1811 down 118. And that GameStop right now 3513, 3515. More pressure. Look for stink bids on your options. Look to put in stink bids on buying stock back if you want to do that. And then get ready to write options. Away we go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging around. How many thumbs ups? Have we hit 200? 208, baby. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much. You got me to 208 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Keep those coming in if you can. Help us out with our plus our thumbs ups meter. We love you. Thank you, guys. That is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Oh my goodness. What a day. What an amazing day. Bed Bath Beyond, low of 1053. We're at 1088 right now. Whew, my gosh, what a run. What an incredible week, and the week last week. Oh my gosh, nuts. Nick, Uncle Bruce, should I cover Cisco or should I wait? What are your thoughts? Cisco now, 49.03. It's going lower. Yeah, that's only a 34-cent drop. You're going to be in the 48, 50, 60 range. That's my hunch. So, no rush. 48.93. We're going lower than that. Yeah, that 49.03 and with a low of 48.93. So, yeah, we'll see what gives. It's not going to crash or anything. It's not going to do that, but it's going to give up a bit of ground here. Jeff, Uncle Bruce, I'm working through your classes right now. So I'll make an appointment when I'm done. Right on. You got me into a lot of new ideas on strategies. Rock and roll. You got learning to do. And it's great. We'll have fun on our session when we do the one-on-one. We'll go over what you're doing and we'll figure it out. Options Nomads, we're number 211 on the thumbs up meter. Talk about people who are making money writing options. Right there. These guys, they're doing great. Welcome everybody. Splair, I think I do nothing on my 2 Matterport 450 calls and let them expire worthless to keep the premium. I mean, who would buy it for what, 105 extra at this low? I mean, who's going to buy it now? Matterport 450 calls. Matterport is trading at what? Right there is sitting at 490 at the moment. Well, like I said, Splair, if you buy them back and then you write 4.5 calls for next Friday, you might get more money for these calls. Or if the Friday after that, you might get, buy these back and write 490s or 550s for 2 weeks out. You can play that game too and enjoy the depreciation over the next several days over the weekend. Expire today, Michael wants to know. We're at 1080 on Bed Bath Beyond. We're down 245 on the Dow. We're at 1844 on AMC. 35.27 on GameStop, down 266. What a day. DH, Uncle Bruce, is there such a thing as poor man cash secured puts? I don't know. I off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. Michael, you may not want to gamble. 501 close and you will be exercised. That's true. That's true too, Splair. I can write only into the 16th of September again, so I thought to wait for a little run next week or the week after that, and then I'll write September probably. Again, you can think about it or you can just write and enjoy depreciation in the meantime. Always be writing is the word. But up to you how to play it. It's your call. Welcome all to the party today. Oh my gosh. The Dow is sliding as markets try to figure out the Fed headline in Barron's. And we're watching all kinds of developments here today. Amazing. Anyway, Mike, for real, always 5-10 or higher. Splair, if your stock is 1 penny in the money, you get exercised by your broker. You may not want to be doing that. Helen, I got your donation on PayPal. It came in. Send me an email with your class selections. We'll take care of you. Thank you, Helen, so much for that. Any of you want to take advantage of the 4 for 3 deal like Helen, make a donation to this PayPal account right here. The link is down below if you don't want it moving on you. $299.99 US is what you send us, and send me an email with your 4 classes. Which 4 do you want to watch? And I'll send you the links to all 4 classes, whichever 4 you like. If you want 8, double the donation. You want 9, triple the donation. Or if you want 4 classes, 8 classes, or 12 classes. There you go. fire away, and we'll get you those classes, and you could start becoming an option writer like these kids over here and start making it pay nicely. Way to go, you guys. Proud of you folks. You're doing really well today and all week and this whole last year and a half. It's been phenomenal. Keep it going. Zed Estate, I am thumbs up to 14. Michael, 1 cent in the money. It's an auto exercise. Okay, then probably I should take the 40%. Yeah, I would do that. Yep, I would. Let's see here. Where are we at? Down 235 on the Dow, 44 on S&P, 207 drop on NASDAQ. So the big markets are going the right direction for us, for pressure on our stocks, for our calls to drop off, to buy back cheap. Oil is negative again, 16 cents to the downside. GameStop is 35.57. The low today, 34.88 on GameStop so far. We could certainly go lower. We just have to see. AMC now 1854 down 75. Bed Bath Beyond at 1127 down 728. The Dow down 242 right at the moment. Okay, there you go, kids. Winners, cash checks. It's as simple as that. Those of you holding AMC puts, keep a close eye on this stock. Maybe we reach 17 something today. That might be the price that entices you to take your profits. Up to you, whatever you want to do. Some of you, if you're taking profits out of AMC puts, you may just turn right around and you might want to buy deep in the money calls on some stocks that you want to write options on, and just build up your option writing portfolio to quit that day job earlier. Start bringing in more revenue any way you can. That is the name of this game. Get to the point where you can write enough options on stocks or calls that you're sitting on, deep in money calls, to take out your salary and quit the day job and become self-employed and the ruler of your universe. That is the name of the game here. It's exciting. It really can be incredibly exciting. 1860 on AMC, GameStop 35.67. A slight dead cat bounce in this market. Quite normal. Quite normal to see. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is fantastic. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Let's go from there. Thank you for these thumbs up so far. 219 now. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. There we go. And keep an eye on a lot of stuff. Okay. Splitter. Okay, I bought now both back and I paid 45 cents each so I could keep twice. 60 cents. It was my fourth buyback. Unbelievable. Didn't sell the stock. Turned 900 into 900 plus 250 gains. Nicely done. Zed Estate. I sold a SoFi put with a $7 expiry next week. Shall I roll or wait? By the way, I sold the put. I sold the put, not buy. Okay. So I sold a SoFi put with a $7 expiry next week. Should I roll or wait? Okay, so next week. Okay, so if the shares go up, you will your put will drop in value. Got it. And you have until next week. So no rush today. You can keep an eye on the option chain. If there's an option you can move into that's more advantageous for you, a $7 contract for a 2 weeks later, buy the one back now and write one for later for more. Okay. Be paid to, be paid for the time. Maybe that's the way to go, Zed. Keep an eye on that option chain. Nice, Splair. Way to go. Way to go, Splair. You're learning the option game. You're figuring it out. And it's all relative. If you've got $950 and add $250 to it, or you have $9,500 and add $2,500 to it, it's all relative. There gets a point when you have enough under administration, you're managing enough asset value that the premiums you're bringing in are more than what you can earn at work. And you might do both for a while until you build it so you're doing 1.5 as much as work. And then you quit work and only do options. Take your salary out, whatever you want, and leave the rest in there to keep growing and growing that portfolio. It can be extremely rewarding and exciting at the same time, and gratifying not to have to work for somebody. The release of pressure and tension from not going into the office anymore, or not having to be somewhere when you don't really want to be there, it's incredible. It will lift your quality of life dramatically. You may find you lose weight. You may find that you're in better shape. You may find you do more exercise. It changes everything. Everything. It just does. So, headline: remote work is here to stay, says the New York Federal Reserve. Yeah, that's right. It is. Interesting stuff, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Splair, thanks, Mike. People stick to those classes. Dave, the Mac guy, tried to sell a stink ask. No, I tried to set a stink ask on my AMC 22 puts for more than $22, and kept wondering why my broker was rejecting it. Splair, that's the plan. And then leave that mess in this country through being independent. Can't wait to reach that. There you go. There you go. It is a huge, it can be such a huge life changer for quality of life to be your own self-employed person. For some of you who've never done it, who've never had it happen, you ever get the chance, you may want to try it. Like I say, you can always, work part-time to kind of keep your toe in the water, whether you're working part-time at a Starbucks, or you're working part-time at a Costco, or you're working part-time through home, working from home for somebody on a retainer. Yeah. I mean, there's a million ways to do this, a million ways. Open your mind to the possibilities. It's exciting. Thank you, everybody. Splair, thank you, Bruce, for everything you're doing for us. You got it, buddy. You got it. Splair, and y'all have a good day, a lucky trading day out there. Hope you all do well. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We're at 1083 again on that Bed Bath & Beyond. We're down again. 1086, 1083. We're down 265 on the down. We're dropping again. AMC 1820 down 109. We're dropping again. GameStop 3510. We're dropping again. We're going into another wave of selling. S&P is down 48 points. NASDAQ down 224. We're backing up again. See how low it goes, kids. Can options come to you? Can stock prices come to you? Be patient. Fold your arms and say, come on down here. I'm down here. I got money. I'll give you some of my money, but this is what I'm prepared to pay. It's on my terms. I'm in charge. I own the casino. You're the gambler. Here's what I'm offering you. Take it or leave it. Keep walking around those slot machines and find your lucky payoff. But these stocks are backing up, and here's where I'm at, guys. It's exciting. Alrighty. Let's see, Bill. I'm here for the rants. Keep on ranting. It's exhausting, It's hard work. It's not easy to be a ranter, Oh man, oh man, oh man. Thank you, everybody, for your support, man. From whatever direction it comes at, I thank you very much. We've got 222 thumbs ups, 2s across the board, 3 deuces in the hole. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. Keep them coming in if you can. Appreciate this so much. Fantastic. Love it. And 1083 on Bed Bath & Beyond, down 772. Unbelievable. Spicy, the hardest thing for me is learning patience. Yep, folding your arms. Double D, I love puts. I love them. I just love puts. There you go. AMC 1822, those 20s and 22s and 25s are in the money now. These bees in the monies. Yeah, lovely. GameStop 35.19, 35.17. You got to love writing call options as they depreciate. and the stock goes down on top of it, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, everybody. Way to go, kids. 273 down dip on the Dow now, 273-point drop as we are losing a little more ground right now. Oil down 9 cents to 90.41 right now. Ryan Cohen made his exit. He walked away from Bed Bath & Beyond, and now the investors, shareholders are also walking out. There are buyers at 1080. Sure, yeah, probably short covering. That's probably what's going on there. And these guys shorted at 25 to 30 all this week and last week, and they're laughing it up, lapping it up, and picking it all back. But this volume on Bed Bath & Beyond is going to shrink out as each day now goes by. And that's the end of this game for a while, I'm guessing. AMC 1830 down 99 cents. The split is happening. We start trading these ape shares Monday, and I'm wondering just what this is going to bring us. I don't think anything good's coming. I just don't. GameStop 35.18, 35.15, dropping again to 87 a share from this 45 range on Tuesday, Wednesday. Here we are at 35. What a dump. Spicy Arnold, Android, would you say it's better to go out 2 weeks at a time or 30 days? It depends on how far out of the money you want to write your contract, and depending on the stock, and depending how closely you watch things. How closely can you monitor a stock as well, minute to minute, hour by hour, half a day at a time, 1 day at a time. But if you go out 30 days, you can go further out in price and bring in a nice premium, giving you a little more cushion against an upswing. On the other hand, 2 weeks out, 5% out of the money, 10% of the money, a conservative strategy. Nothing wrong with either of these, really. You can write at the money calls either way if you wish. You can always write an at the money call 30 days out. Stock does a dip, and you buy it back. You can do that too, because if you write an at the money call, you're writing premium, all-time premium, and that will shrink out over 4 weeks, of course. You may find you write a 30-day contract and buy it back with 14 days left to go, and write another 30-day contract. You just stay out there all the time. You're always staying 2 to 4 weeks out. You can use that strategy as well. Cindy, work part-time, just put money in a Roth and trade tax-free. Jeff, I bought 1,000 shares at 688 on SoFi. Yeah, it's down, but on a recommended from Uncle Bruce, I'm holding. There it is right there. Michael, depends on the spicy. This depends on what you should do. You got to do the math to figure out what kind of money you need, weekly, monthly, etc. as well. Michael, Jeff, still hell of a price IMO. Jeff Parrish, indeed. Wheat Wild, thank you for this donation. I had a BBBY $17 put, sold it yesterday for $2. Oh my goodness. What can I say? It is what it is. 1088 on the old BBBY. Cam, 222 thumbs up. Instead of sitting back and folding arms, it is acceptable to sit back and eat popcorn. Yes, it is. You can either, you can also do this. You can have a popcorn kind of tucked into your thing here, and you can do this, right? You can also have a beer. You can have a beer right here, or a can of cola with a straw in it, and you just kind of suck on it a little bit, and then however active you want to be, it's up to you. What's comfortable for you is working for me. To have spicy, I usually calculate how much time value per day a covered call has and try to decide this. You'll find that if you write a call that has 1 to 2 weeks left on it versus a call that has 4 or 5 weeks on it, you may find that by writing a call every week, you get more money over the 5 weeks of time, because you multiply that trade 4 or 5 times versus once. But you have to be more active. You have to be more involved rather than being less involved. What's your time worth? How many calls are you writing? How many dollars are we talking about? There's a lot to think about here. Phil was, I'm going to add another 250 shares of SoFi today to get into an even 4,000. I can't wait to see where we are in a few years on this. I can't wait. Jeff, I'm looking forward to the one-on-one also too. Funny, Jeff, clap, absolutely. It's gonna be fun. 1084 now on Bed Bath Beyond. We're down 253 on the Dow. AMC at 1826, down a $1.04. GameStop 35.29, down 264. That's the quick recap of some of our faves here. A lot of us are into options on GameStop. We're watching Bed Bath Beyond to see what it's going to do, and we're looking at that AMC to see how it affects us on GameStop. ME down 55 cents, Matterport down 33, SoFi down 34, ATIP is down 1.7 cents, Rocket Lab down 30, SmartRent down 41 cents, Spire down 11, Cyxtera down 42. So in the morning, as I had mentioned earlier today, this first hour or two, we may have a sell-off that runs a little while, and then it might run out of gas. It might peter out, and we get a bit of a recovery. This is why some of you are picking off call options right now. You're buying them back, and you're waiting on the sidelines to see if there's going to be any kind of recovery. And if there is any kind of a attempted rally or to kind of come back to, only down 20 points on the Dow, break even on a Dow, you might write calls later today again. And here we go with another dump. Those of you who are buying back GameStop calls or any calls that you rolled over further down the line, today might be the day to buy those back and rewrite calls closer in time and a little lower on the premium because the stock has backed off. Take a look at those possibilities. Bring the calendar to you. You had to bring the calendar out to do the rollovers. Now bring the calendar back, even if it's a month, 2 months, whatever you can bring it back, make it a shorter term contract, more shrinkage for you coming up. So look for that. Okay. You got work to do, kids. That's why you're option writers. This is what you're going to do now. This is your new job. Fantastic stuff. What else is going on here? Thanks everybody from Spicy. I find that the folding the technique is to be the most powerful tool in my arsenal these days. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Time, the weapon of time. Definitely. Let's see, Zed. Uncle Bruce, I sold 4 GameStop put contracts that expired today with a strike of 38. Roll down, or should I get assigned? $38 puts. You wrote puts, so they're in the money right now. Could you can roll forward to a 38 next week or the week after and bring in more cash and just extend this game. Shares pop back up. Those will drop too. I would not do the exercise routine. Try not to get exercised. I really would look at the possibility of rolling forward here and bringing in more money. Make these players pay you to offer this opportunity. Whether, can you write 2 weeks forward and go to a 37? Can you go 3 weeks out and go to a 36? Any move to 38, 39, boom, out of the money right now. This kind of stuff. You're so close to the market, you could just do the same. You can do the same strike price. You've got a real good number of choices in front of you right now. Okay. Let's see. I want to write, but I want to rally first. Whatever it is, you got to decide how to want to play this. Credit Savage. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and Uncle Bruce. It's a beautiful day back to buy back today. I hope everyone has a game plan to buy back those covered calls today and wait for another run up and sell again. There you go. We've been talking about all kinds of stuff today, just all kinds of stuff. We're down 235 on the Dow at the moment. Not a big rally happening here. It's just still sitting around this level. Okay. Welcome one, welcome all to the market right now, and to the show. 35.51 on GameStop just dropped. 18.25 on AMC, down 104. 10.97 on Bed Bath Beyond, down 7.58. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. 35.52 on GameStop. Right there. All right. Yeah, love hearing how you guys are doing on these contracts. Just it's fantastic. Way to go, guys. Scoring these deals. Okay, and thank you again for thumbs ups. 225 are here. Fabulous. Nazareth is a member now for 18 months. Thanks for everything, Uncle Bruce. It's times like this in these crazy markets where I appreciate your candor the most. Cheers, mate. Thank you, Nazareth, for being a follower of this channel. 18 months as a member. That is awesome stuff, man. I love this. If any of you out there are celebrating an anniversary of being a follower, let me know. Love to hear this, and love to get these messages. It's absolutely fantastic. Where am I here? Hang on one sec. Wheat Wild, another donation here. I'm confusing one with the other. On the other hand, my Footlocker $33 call, that worked really well, right? Alberto, ATIP covered calls at 65 cents, expiring August 19th, strike of 7.5. Why the face? Let's see, August 19th, strike of 7.50. Yeah, Alberto, I wouldn't. That is probably a no good quote. I mean, it's a quote that does. It's a computer glitch. I wouldn't read into it at all. It's unlikely to be a real quote at all. Okay. Some of these are wacky from time to time. I do get asked on occasion. I'll see a bid ask on an option that makes no sense. What do you think? And I'm gonna go ignore them. Generally ignore them. They are usually computer glitches. There is no bid. There is no ask at these crazy numbers. It's just a glitch in the system that will eventually work its way out, but it can drive one crazy if they see it. That's the ask, Alberta. Last was 10 cents on that quote. The last trade was a dime, and the ask is 65, which is out of this world. I don't know. I'm just whatever. 1098 on BBBY. We're down 259 again on the Dow. We're dropping again. AMC at 1825 and GameStop 35.50 right here near the lows of the day, just in the area of the lows. Okay, that's what we see right now. What a day. Michael, only 29 open, and I bet they're old. Open interest, and there is no actual active market. That's possible too. And Alberto says, "Yep, you're right. I see what you mean." Alrighty. Thank you all for popping in and spending time with us. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark of our show. Jen and I are going to head downstairs for a bite to eat. Thank you so much for following us and hanging out with us today. I hope you do very well today. Should be back on here at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the final hour. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Splair is asking a short question. Is it possible to get more for that AMC puts? I mean, it should drop more or not? Is it possible to get more from? Oh, AMC could drop more. Yes, AMC could drop more. I just don't know if it will. Alberto, it's going to fluctuate here. It's going to. Last night I sent Uncle an email that they were listed for $490. I tried anyways. Michael, laughing out loud. Splair, have a good one, y'all. Yeah, okay. Folks, we'll be on later today to check out how we're doing. Keep the faith. Work your rollovers. Work your buybacks. Keep an eye on those contracts. And thank you, everybody, for those of you who have sent emails to us for classes for the 4 for 3 deal. We'll take care of that between shows here. And if you have any issues with your classes, let me know. We'll get you sorted out. If you want to get 4 classes for the price of 3, make a donation for $299.99 US to this PayPal account here. It's all down below in the description, you'll see the actual link there. And send me an email for the 4 classes you want, and I will send you the 4 classes you'd like to get, and you can start getting to work and getting educated on how this is done. John Anderson, good morning, Jen. He hears her. She's sneezing back there. Nice hangout, says Jeff. Bill, everyone enjoy your day. We'll be back at 3 Eastern time for the final hour of trading on today's market with all this option craziness later today. Join me for that. If anything crazy happens in the meantime, I'll pop on the air quickly and talk to you about it. Computer was, oh, that's weird. It said 13 before posting. And John, thanks everybody. You got it. Guys, thank you so much for your support. The thumbs ups, the donations, and the classes that you're purchasing. And I'm looking forward to the one-on-ones this weekend and next weekend. We should have a lot of fun with that. Okay, guys, thank you. I'll see you at 3 Eastern. In the meantime, keep an eye on those markets. We'll see you later. Bye for now.